How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. This might be my final Aether drift draft, because it looks like there's only 2 more days for this set to be on the platform, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, before we get into, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell all of the people that you know to come and subscribe to youtube.com/@recordplayer1. And while you're at it, go over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you can catch a streaming video games and other assorted nonsense live. But with that out of the way, looks like we're ready already. Pack one, pick one. What are we getting? Woo! It's a good one. It is a good one. I'll 100% take a Draconautics Engineer. Don't even think I got to, haven't even played with this card yet. Some really good cards in this pack. There's a Flood the Engine, there's a Haunt the Network, there's a Detention Chariot, right? Beast Rider Vanguard's not terrible. Highland's not terrible. Automaton, interesting card. Plays well with Draconautics Engineer. The only criticism that I have about Draconautics Engineer is that it's red. Red's one of the not so great colors. But if you can cast this later on in the game and then manage to exhaust it immediately to make the dragon, you get a nice 2-for-1 there that your opponent is then going to have to deal with, because that is a dragon. That is a 4/4 flyer. You're going to take this. And if you have enough red mana and enough mana in general, 7 mana, to just like cast this, exhaust it, and then exhaust it again to make the dragon, oh my god, you're just giving it haste and everything. That's great. That's fucking fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to take the Draconautics Engineer. It's not even close. Cavalier, oh my god. What's funny is that, alright, so I think it's 100% Perilous Snare. There's a lightning strike of note. I think it's 100% Perilous Snare. This is one of those cards that you try to like end up splashing into another color. We have 2 really not great cards. Or sorry, 2 great cards and not great colors. There's also a Cavalier of Dawn, which is really, like, this doesn't seem that great, but it is kind of a 3-for-1. It kills something of your opponent's, well, it kills something, or upgrades it into a 3/3 colorless golem creature token. So if you have, like, what's it called? Momentum Breaker just sitting around, and you don't want life, you want board presence, you could just destroy that. And then when it dies, it gets back something from your graveyard. It's really good in the artifact, the blue-white, the black-white, and the Esper artifact colors. But I think we take the Perilous Snare, because if anything, we can splash for this, but it's a fantastic removal card that then turns into a win condition. That said, this pack is weird, because there is a Valor's Flagship. Every time I draft this, I try to get too greedy, and I try to cast it, and that I don't think that that's the correct thing to do. I think the correct thing to do is to cycle it for like 1 or 2 tokens, and then return it to like reanimate it. I think it's the best card in this pack. I'm not a big fan of Slick Imitator. Hull Drifter's also pretty good. This allows us to kind of like keep taking really good cards in white. I say really good. Like, if you can get this on the battlefield, it's fantastic. Mutant Surveyor is one of the harder of the surveyors to block. There's a Guidelight Optimizer which can help you power this out. I don't know if I want to take that, though. It's not like the best blue card. Just take the Flagship. I don't know. It's a Quag Feast. Okay, so Marshall's Path Cruiser. I absolutely love this card. It's a nice 2-for-1, right? Sometimes you just have the 5 power to crew it on turn 4 and just swing in with a 6/5, and it replaced itself already by getting you a basic land. It helps you splash, but even if you're not splashing for another color, I think this is just worth taking, because sometimes you just want to protect your creatures by attacking with this thing instead, right? Which already replaced itself. It got you a land, so it made sure that you hit your 4th land drop, right? Or it thinned out your deck in the late game and added a beefy 6/5 to the board. You're never going to exhaust it. Don't even think about it. We could play that on any deck. I think I would take that. Do I take it over the Quag Feast? Quag Feast does destroy this, but it replaces itself. There's also a Grim Bauble. Yeah, let's take the Path Cruiser. I also don't know if I'm splashing for any of these cards, right? Nothing particularly great here. There's a Bounce Off, which I do like, but I think I like Road Rage too. Usually this is just a shock, right? I I don't know how, like red-white is the mountain vehicles deck. One of the things that I don't like about the red-white mountain vehicles deck is unless you have the signpost uncommon that makes all those extra pilots tokens, it kind of falls flat a lot of the time. I will take the Road Rage though. It is pretty good removal. We could also take the Bloodfell Caves. Fucking phone. Let's take the Road Rage. We're not really 100% in any specific color yet. There's a Ticket Tortoise, there's a Collision Course. Again, this cares about, are you doing artifacts? I'm sorry, creature, sorry. Creatures. Oh, this also counts creatures. Okay. I thought this only counted mountain vehicles. That said, I think the boosted sloop is like significantly better. Is there a land where we can play Jeskai artifacts? It's just it's a really good card that helps you kind of like dig for your answers. Let's take the boosted sloop for now. I'll take the sloop for now. Full throttle is not great. Not a big fan of Scouter. There's a Backwater. There's a Chitin Gravestalker. The Ticket Tortoise. I don't think any of these things are really good for us. I think the best... I don't like Full Throttle. Like, cost 6 mana for attack 2 more turns, you know? And then Spot Cycle Scouter is just like... It's not good. If this flew, maybe. It looks like it flies, too. Even though it's a cycle. I could take the Ticket Tortoise, but I think I'll just take the Dismal Backwater. We're not really splashing for anything yet, but... Yeah, see, this is the thing, right? It's really funny, too, because I think I'd take another Dismal Backwater here. Although there is a Hull Drifter, which is a fine... No, I think I'd rather take the Backwater over the Hull Drifter. This, I don't know what other people are doing, but this draft has gotten real weird on us. That Pit Automaton Wield. I do kind of like this, and if we can activate this to double up on our dragons, that's fantastic. Or we could just use this to power out a dragon earlier. So let's take the Pit Automaton. It's fine too. Swiftwater Cliffs or Reef Roads. This will help us splash for our boosted sloop. I don't think I want to take Dynamite Diver, even though this is the kind of card that can hold an entire board hostage by virtue of it doing 1 damage to any target. I'm going to take the Swiftwater Cliffs just because. We'll take a Hull Drifter here. I don't like the Slick Imitator. And the Mustang... oh, God. I don't know. It's a Hill Giant these days, which is not great. There's also a Clamorous Ironclad. Actually, you know what? I'll take the Ironclad. There's like a non-zero chance that we... What was that sound? There's a non-zero chance that I'd take the Bounce off, but I don't know if we're playing it. Unstoppable Plan, sure. There's a non-zero chance that we end up in the Push It to the Limit deck, and that'd be hilarious. That said, really like Unswerving Sloth. I think this is one of those white cards that you need to make sure that you're taking, because if your opponent can't deal with it outside of combat, it's too good. It's just too good. It saddles itself essentially for free because you untap all your creatures you control when this attacks. Out of all these other cards though, there's a Winter, which I don't think we're taking here. I don't think I've played him either. Yeah, I think we take the Sloth. Prowlcatcher Specialist is a fine 2 in red. There's a Stampeding Scurryfoot, which I also kind of like. And Sarcophagus? I don't know. I think we just take the Sloth here. I know, it's another big... Ooh, there's a Gastel Thrill Roller. The thing I like about this card, we can just pitch it to Boosted Sloop, right, if we want to loot. The thing that I like the most about this card, though, is that it's a 4/2 with Trample and Haste, right? Likely your opponent is willing to block it, which means that it acts as a removal spell for something that's like, that has a significant body, right? It ends up just trading with a significant creature that they'll have because it does 4 damage. And, you know, even possibly trampling in for some extra damage, which does trigger your, what's it called? Max speed things, right? Otherwise, I'd likely take the Sloth, but we already have a Sloth, and we can use some things lower on the curve. Let me look at the cards this way, by the way. Yeah, let's take this thrill roller because it seems really good here instead of the boosted sloop number 2. Wow. It's an afterburner expert. There's a spike shell harrier too. We're already splashing for blue. I'm tempted to just take it because like nothing else is really great here. Harrier's fantastic. This is oh, do you have max speed? Do you have higher speed than me? No, you don't. And it bounces something and it's a 4/4 body. I really like that, actually. I think we could take that. Yeah, I think we could take this. It does. I don't know where we're supposed to be seated though, because like I'm like taking Jeskai cards, right? Like I could see myself even taking the Afterburner expert. In all honesty, because we would just be losing Sloth flagships. You know what? We lose too much. Yeah, let's just take the Harrier. At least we have fixing for the Harrier, right? Another Road Rage. It's a Gilded Goda. There's a Runover. God, that and a Fang Druid Summoner. It feels like green is actually really open coming from the other side, which is kind of funny. Blossoming Sands as well. This is actually really hard because there's a Dune Drifter too, which we can actually splash for. Oh god, because we have the 2 Dismal Backwaters, and Dune Drifter is the kind of card that you want to get later on in the game, right? You want to pay like X equals 4 or 5 to get back like Spike Shell Harrier or something stupid. That said, it's just another vehicle, and it feels really bad on 2. Let's take it. Let's take it. We'll just take more fixing, especially in particularly weak packs like this. Right, we don't want the Mako. We're not in the discard deck. I feel like we might not even play the Sloop. I don't know. It helps us dig though. There's a Night Market and there's a Windscarred Crag. Considering that we're splashing for possibly so many colors, I think we could take the Night Market over anything else here. The Goat is fine, as is the Prowlcatcher Specialist. But considering that like right now we have kind of a low power deck with a lot of really powerful cards on the upper and in the splash colors, I think we just want to prioritize our fixing here. There's a Crash and Burn. Like to see that. We definitely need something like Crash and Burn to stabilize the board, especially against big things like Unswerving Sloth. Did your opponent just play an Unswerving Sloth? Kill it. Kill it with Crash and Burn before they do anything with it. Outside of that, there's a Sky Streak engine. There's a Glider. I don't know what else to take here. I probably would take the... If it wasn't for this piece of removal, I would take this piece of removal. Let's take the Crash and Burn. There's another Crash and Burn. Mustang, Country Roads, take me home. Another one of those cycling payoff creatures is here too, just to rub it in. And we could also take... Oh, I didn't take anything with black, right? Yeah. Oh, the Dune Drifter. So I could take the Barons, but I think we just take another Crash and Burn. I know it's expensive, but I think we want to like just get rid of those massive things. There's a Pride of the Road. This is one of the better white creatures. Starts your engines, right? Granted, if we're going to do engine stuff, which is what the red-white deck also kind of wants to do, and max speed stuff, we're going to want some of those 2-drops, the Leonin Surveyors. I'll take the Pride, though, here. Push it to the limit wield. We can become a push it to the limit deck, especially because I'm seeing nothing else here. So let's put that here in the maybe pile. There's a boosted sloop number 2. There's also a Gilded Goda. I think we just take the Goda because we need bodies, right? Yeah, we'll take the Goda over the sloop. The sloop was the better card before, but Goda, we need to have the 2-drops on the board. There's a Sarcophagus, which helps us start our engines earlier than Pride of the Road, which is probably better for us. We'll take that. God, that's a... The run-over wheeling is insane. That's actually insane. I'm gonna take the Howler's Heavy. And the Slick Imitator, I guess. And I guess the Swamp. I don't know. Explosive Getaway. That's nice, actually. It's another Road Rage. There's a Lightning Strike. There's a Thunderhead Gunner. Are we an Explosive Getaway deck? This exiles 1 target artifact creature, returns to the battlefield. 4 damage to each creature for 5 mana. So it rebuys ETBs. It doesn't kill our vehicles, right? To each creature. You know what? As much as I would like a Thunderhead Gunner, despite the fact that we passed up all those discard cards, I'm going to take the Explosive Getaway. Yeah. There's another Push It to the Limit. There's a Dune Drifter. Crash and Burn. Another Clamorous Ironclad. I don't think we're doing the Clamorous Ironclad thing. I think that that's really for... the Push It to the Limit deck is really for the... oh god, the cycling deck, the blue-red deck. That said... do I want the Interface Ace? It dies to our own... Explosive Getaway. We just take another Crash and Burn. I think we just need 2s though. So yeah, let's take the Interface Ace for now. There's a Clamorous Ironclad, but I don't think we're taking a Clamorous Ironclad there. There's a Grease Wrench Goblin. This is the one that also lets you loot, so I will take that. It's a fine one. There's also a Transit Mage, which we can get just the 1 card with. I don't know if that's worth splashing for then. If I had like a 4... if I had a Hull Drifter, no, I don't even think we'd play a Hull Drifter in this deck. I would take that, but yeah, so I guess we're not. That's another Dune Drifter, though. There's a lot of Dune Drifters. I'm going to take this Grease Wrench Goblin, because we do need creatures. Another Mako. Just, could you stop? Could you stop? We have enough removal. So I'm not going to splash for Flood the Engine or Bauble. I guess we just take the Goda? Maybe we take the Mako. Is it crazy to take the Mako here? We passed up 2 before. Yeah, it might be crazy to take the Mako here. Especially, like, it's really bad late game, but I guess we could just cycle it, right? If we get it late game. But we're not really playing a discard deck. I don't know. This is, oh my god, all over the place. Oh my god. If we took the Trinket Mage, Memory Guardian might actually be good here. Let's see. There's this. Let's take a Mako. Screw it. We'll be the deck that we didn't want to be earlier. Guidelight Pathmaker is fantastic. Actually, I think we do just like splash for that as well. Because that could also grab us our Valor's Flagship, our Harrier, right? The Sloop, the Path Cruiser. Seems good. Seems very good, actually. Confirm that. There's also a Voyage Home or a Swiftwater Cliffs. This is hard. Do I just take the Cliffs? Or do I take the Voyage Home? I think we have to take the high reward pick here. There is a Magmakin Artillerist. Or there's a Camera Launcher. I think we take the Camera Launcher here, actually. Yeah, let's take the Camera Launcher. It's another Voyage Home. Did I just take another Voyage Home? Or a Quick Welder? I think we take a Quick Welder here, actually. See, these Push It to the Limits are, like, they're just here. Alright, I don't think we're playing the Ironclads. I played the Dune Drifter. Reef Roads, Flood the Engine. If any of those cards, it would be... that is a late Flood the Engine, by the way. And we're not playing the Gearseeker Serpent. I don't know what this deck is. I'll be perfectly honest. We're not playing Push the Limit. We're not. This is such a weird card, Clamorous Ironclad. Yeah. Give me that last swamp. I can't tell where our seat was. I really can't. I really can't. I am so confused. We have 46 cards. We could probably take some of the other blue cards with us. We have 2 Dune Drifters. Okay, so we're looking to trade, I guess, a lot. Artifact or creature card with It's funny. It almost feels like we can play the Clamorous Ironclads just to cycle them away to then get them back with the Dune Drifters. Not that that's good. Not that that's good at all. Let's see. Yeah, I couldn't make heads or tails of what we were supposed to do there. We have 46 cards. All right, so let's look at it this way. Cree. This is going to be like an absolute shit show of a draft. We have 13 creatures, which is always the problem with the red-white deck, is just you have too many Too many vehicles. Too many vehicles. It's just too many. It's just too many vehicles. Oh God. All right. So that said, we can make this work. I don't think we're playing the Ironclads. Let's get rid of those two right now, right off the bat. Let's get rid of the Flood the Engine, because that's just really on the splash. Right, the Boosted Sloop I think is fine. And the Dune Drifters might as well be all the way up here. On like their own tier, right? Let's look at the removal suite. We have Road Rages, we have 2 Crash and Burn. We have a Road Rage, we have 2 Crashes and Burns. And we have Perilous Snare. That's actually fantastic, right? And then there's an Explosive Getaway, which is the kind of card that I think is not good enough because it's only damage base removal, right? So the moment they start playing those big chunky green creatures is the moment that this ends up being real bad, actually. So maybe I just cut that? It does rebuy an ETB, but I don't have many ETBs, right? See, let's get rid of that, actually. I know, I took it pretty highly too, but what are you gonna do, right? Let's see. Path Cruiser, we need that for the fixing. Thrill Roller's great. I think I can actually... Can I cut a land? I didn't get the thing to reanimate this flagship, so it actually feels even worse. Although we can get it back with Dune Drifter for like 9 mana. Like, yeah, don't cast it that way. Cast it this way. That sounds stupid. Maybe we do cut the flagship. 41 cards. Let's... Let's see. I think this will work, right? I do need to check out the land situation though. Suggest lands. Let me see what they want me to run. Versus what do we have here? It's mostly between those two, and then there's only 2 black cards. So I do leave 1 black source just for the path cruiser. Probably same thing for 1 island. And then even split between, yeah, 1 island, 1 swamp. Even split between mountains and plains, which is what we're doing here, 6, right? Yeah, and it was a good idea to cut the what is that stupid thing called? Valor's flagship. I almost called it Valor's home. It was a good idea to cut the Valor's flagship because that thing is 3 white pips, and we're only representing 6, possibly 7 white mana sources. Yeah, the Unswerving Sloth might be hard to cast. I kind of wish we had a column. But it is what it is. We're not discarding that much except for 2 the boosted sloops, so we might just be cycling the Marauding Makos even. Alright. Here's our first opponent. We're Ono, going into match 1 with Jeskai vehicles, I think. It had to go real wide to get us an opponent. We have perfect mana and a Grease Range Goblin. Oh no, we don't. We have this Pathmaker. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. This will work. We're gonna probably want to play out all these lands. I think our opponent's going first. It took almost a minute for the game to pair us against somebody. Now we have perfect mana. Whatever they play here, I just attack into it. Because it's likely not... Unless they play the 2-3, right? In which case... are they just gonna kill this? That would suck. Oh, okay. Sure. That's not a good card, so... 2 to the top. Alrighty. Being alive. This gives us a lot of options for what to do next turn. If we don't need to remove their creature, we don't have to play Perilous Snare. We could just play Camera Launcher and pass to them. We could always threaten to activate this, although this putting 2 counters on it still only trades with Spot Cycle Scouter, which is like not the greatest thing for us. So, Collision Course. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna play the camera launcher here, just to get on the board. That was a strange use of collision course, I will say that. I guess they were really afraid of my 2-1. Wrangler. I will pitch a plains. We can get another... I hate saying that, like, we just get another one. Anyway. Activate this. Hit him with that. Play the plains. Say go. Just to get in some more damage. Just an extra point of damage, right? Opponent hasn't really added any creatures to the board, right? So... And this thing flies, right? So this is fantastic. We get to... If they play a creature that can block, I get to play Perilous Snare. Take their blocking creature. Risky Shortcut? Opponent, what are you doing? If they don't play any creatures... They're digging for something. I am just curious what they're digging for. Play the Path Cruiser. I'm gonna get another, what, white source? Let's get another white source. A lot of them. Next turn we can get the... We can play the Path Maker, the Guidelight Path Maker, and get out a... This is interesting, right? Do I just grab the Pit Automaton and play it immediately? Or do I go for the... Okay. They can only tap creatures for this, right? Tap 3 other creatures. Okay, yeah. Or do I go for the Harrier? Another one of these? What are you doing, opponent? Okay, so... I play this, I play Pathmaker. I think we do just get the what's it called? The 2-drop take action. The Walking Sarcophagus to start our engines. Hit them for 6 here, right? Seven even, so they're at 2. So unless they somehow kill my flyer, they're on a 2-turn clock, and this cruise for 2, so that this can get crewed by the sarcophagus, which means that we have a 6/5 that just like keeps getting in, and my opponent has added nothing to the board except for a bunch of like, yeah, I don't know what they were doing. I really don't know what they were doing. Hey, here's our next opponent. We're 1-0, going into match 2. Yeah, match 2, 1-0. We can keep this, I think. If we hit a land, we could basically fix for anything. I think, yeah, we keep this, and I think I play this for white. Perfect. Play that for white. If they play an X2, we can Road Rage it. Right, otherwise we have Sarcophagus next turn. Okay, opponent's representing Counterspell. Oh, it's just cycle trip up. Okay. Monument to Endurance. Gotcha. Okay, this is where we actually... we play the Dismal Backwater, we leave up Road Rage. Gonna gain a life here. Turn. Captain Hooler. What do you do? Okay, pass. My turn. Alright, play this next. We're gonna attack into that, actually. Please block it. Please block it. Please block it. If they block it, I can... Okay, so we're not gonna get to road rage it. Alright. We're gonna play the Path Cruiser. We're gonna get another white source. Gonna play the Mako. I have a Mako. Don't worry about it. You'll never figure out what my splash color is. I think if they kill the Mako, cool, I can get it back with Dune Drifter. I don't think I necessarily want to get it back with Dune Drifter, but we can get it back with Dune Drifter. If I can hit another... Okay. That's fine. Actually, that might be perfect. Cycle that, sure. So it becomes a 7/4. You know what I do? Think? Yeah. They probably just draw a card here. Then I'm gonna draw a card off that. I think we just play the Dune Drifter for X = 0 and then kill this thing. Because they're getting way too much value off this asshole. Right? That's a Grease Wrench Goblin, sure. So let's do this correctly. Actually, no, we have to pay 2. We have to pay 3 for this, so let me attack anyway. This is max speed. Yes. Okay. Okay, so even though it sucks that I can't just get that back. I could get it back next turn, but I think that too much of their strategy relies on that thing working. So I need to play this. We played a land, right? Yeah. I need to play this. X = 0. Confirm X = 0. So that Road Rage now does... Yep. It's all auto-pay. 4. And it kills that. I know. Listen, if we would have waited another turn, it would have been bad. So, you have to do it like that, unfortunately. Okay. Opponent's looking for some action. And I think next turn we play Mako and leave up Crash and Burn. Like, we can't crew any of these vehicles. Yep. Sure. Play Mako. Actually, wait. Maybe we just cycle that. Because it doesn't do anything right now. So maybe we just play a land and cycle? What is it tapping? I'm just going to cycle the Mako, actually. I don't think we want this card right now. That makes sense, right? They could hit us with the Magmakin Artillerist and it's only for 1 damage. I know that we're at 12. But opponent does have, like, the nuts for a red what's it deck, so it's one of those, like, I really want to make sure that we don't die here. Pass the damage. Granted, if they start, like, pitching a bunch of cards, they can, like, ping us out. Perfect. We can kill that. Pitch a card. It's another damage, but then we kill the Thunderhead Gunner in response. And it's before they even make a treasure if they have, like, bounce off. 6 damage to that. Because if they made a treasure, they could have gotten a red source? I'm sorry, they made a treasure, they can play it for blue to then cycle this. That's not great. Thrill Roller. Spell Pierce. Auto pay? That's like the weirdest thing. Next. I don't think we need to play any more lands, so I'm not going to. End turn. Yeah, we don't need to play any more lands. And the reason why I'm not is because if we get boosted sloop in our weird vehicles deck, we can use it to oh boy. Double artillerist is bad here. They might have us right now. Because if they cycle 2 cards, they can ping and then do 3, and then next turn ping do 3, right? And we might have already lost here. Also, not discarding a card to thrill roller, or sorry, not playing another land means we have another card to discard to thrill roller to get it back from our graveyard. I cast Voyage Home. That was fantastic. Draw 3 cards, gain 3 life. There's nothing that I want to get out of the graveyard with Dune Drifter. But I will slam... No, actually... Do I just attack with the Gastel Thrill Roller? I think we do, right? Things all tied up the way that they are, and that was a fantastic Voyage Home, by the way. Sure. It's not the greatest for us. That allows them to block pretty safely here. Yep. That does suck. This is a very well put together deck, I'll say that. I mean, like, if your opponent plays like the Monument to Endurance in the blue-red deck, it's just like, oh, how do I get rid of the Monument now? Oh no. You know what I'm noticing too? They could just have Push It to the Limit. I don't think there's enough things in their graveyard for it right now. Well, it's the second Ironclad. If they push it to the limit right now, we're just dead. Which would suck. Sure. Keen Buccaneer. Okay. Let's see. 6. Okay, so I'm going to play another land because this costs 6, right? So if they have Spell Pierce, it doesn't matter. Play this for blue. Now play this. If they have Spell Pierce, sure. Oh, we're just dead. We're 100% dead. Resolve. Resolve. And then each opponent loses good 3 life. Good game. Resolve. Yep. Okay, so they definitely had us. They always had us. Oh my god. Monument to Endurance in a blue-red deck is fantastic. And every time we've seen this in the blue-red shell, it's just been like, oh. Leave match. Oh, here's our next opponent. We're 1-1 going into match 3. We just lost spectacularly to the Monument blue-red shell. And now we are going in with this. Okay, so this actually seems fine. Double white for the Sloth is great. I would like a 2. We're going second, but we have a Path Cruiser, so we can get our 4th land and hopefully hit our 5th. And hopefully hit some creatures along the way. So keep this. Or some removal. Like a Road Rage pretty early might be pretty good. We can't play the boosted sloop right away unless I get another blue source. Or another red source. I probably would get a red source. Could use a 2-drop though. Oh god, green red. Green red, no! Okay. Oh boy. We'll play this. And I'm 100% willing to trade with Stampeding Scurryfoot of the 2 creatures here. Hopefully they don't have Lightning Strike or Road Rage. Teamer. That's what I like to see. Our opponent's going big, going wide. Ah! Why did I have to call that? Why did I have to be right? Like, could you stop being right, sir? No. No, I guess not. Another Scurryfoot? We lost. We're so screwed. We could play this. I think next turn we play the Pride of the Road, if anything. Instead of playing Path Cruiser to get a 5th land to play Harrier on curve. I think we have to play Pride of the Road. Because it blocks all of this. They can activate any of these, right? That's probably their turn too. Yep. Hit us for 4 or 5? Okay. Play this guy. Hopefully they don't have anything to end turn to remove it with. Next turn we can play Harrier to bounce this thing. They're probably not going to want to attack with these. They'll probably attack with this and this. And if they do, we block this. They can't. Sure. I think we blocked the Grease Wrench Goblin, actually. Unless they have Lightning Strike. If they just have the nuts, it's just like we've already lost. And I will trade this for this thing. I think you attack with everything. No. I think they just attack with this. And I think they're trying to figure out as to whether or not to attack with everything. I'll trig. Beast Rider, Vanguard, sure. Okay, so if I play this, I can play Path Cruiser for 2, or we could play this for 5. We could bounce this for 5, and then, but that doesn't really do much because the Grease Wrench Goblin. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna. I think the best thing to bounce is actually just the. You know what? I think it is just. Maybe it is just Sloth, I'm sorry. Just play a big beefer. Next turn we can Quick Welder into Path Cruiser, play, get another land, right? That cruise for 4, so I can actually play the Harrier, bounce something of theirs. I think you want to exhaust. No, they're probably going to if they exhaust, that's great for me because then we just bounce to the token with Harrier. And then we get to swing in with the Sloth, who's going to untap my whole board. And I think that would be like the optimal turn for us. This is just sacrifice to do 2 damage to each player who doesn't have max speed. Okay. Sure. Fantastic turn for me. I don't think we play the Night Market. I think we just play the Harrier. Bounce the token. Attack with this. Untap everything. Hit them for 5. Go up some speed. End turn. Have 2 blockers ready that can just eat their creatures. Sloth goes in front of Goblin. Harrier goes in front of Scurryfoot. Dracosaur Auxiliary. Oh no. Guess who's dead? Me. I'm dead. I am super dead. I'm dead to this fucking flyer unless we get a... Unless we hit a removal spell like right now. Down to 1. That ain't it, Chief. Play this to get another land. We'll get another red source. Play this, play this. Oh yeah, good game. Because we're dead to the flyer. Damn! Out of nowhere, too. I don't particularly care for the Dracosaur Auxiliary, but if you're trying to do aggressive stuff like our opponent was, I don't even know what their blue splash was for. It's very good there, right? Like, just a nice top end. Here, take 6. Leave match. Oh, here's our next opponent. We're 1 and 2 with Jeskai Numbnuts. I don't know what to call it. We have really good mana here. I think we can keep this. I'm gonna slow roll the Draconautics Engineer. So we're just gonna play out the we're gonna play the Sarcophagus first, actually. That's the first time I've seen the Engineer. Granted, only 3 matches. This is actually pretty good too, the Quick Welder. Alright, next. I will play this white source out to get a blue source. Keen Buccaneer. Alright. They know about this. If I attack with the Sarcophagus, it's not great. I think the correct thing to do is to play this. Play this? No attacks right now. Because we can double block the Keen Buccaneer and then just get this thing back with the Dune Drifter. If I want to. I think the more correct line is to... Oh, Elvish Refueler. Okay. Alright, so that's an interface ace. Which we play. We definitely play it here. And then I think we just send it in. Send in the Path Cruiser. Let's play this. Go, Path Cruiser! Alright, so hit him for 6. And we're gonna end our turn here. I don't want to play the Draconautics Engineer right now. Tarion! Hi! You're a big boy. I'm gonna cycle the Night Market. If I hit another untapped land, that's fine too. My turn. My turn. Okay, so we play the Engineer, then we make a dragon. Like immediately. No attacks right now. End turn. We can actually let them kill our Draconautics Engineer, right? And then get it back with our Dune Drifter. And I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Opponent's digging for an answer to this dragon, because it is a 3-turn clock. Yep. I actually want them to kill our Draconautics Engineer, because we have the Dune Drifter. Marshall's Path Cruiser, sure. Got another land, sure. Pass. My turn. Ooh, that's pretty good too. Needed a white source for it, but that's fine. Just attack with this thing. One attacker next. Oh! That was actually dumb of me. I should have played the Boosty Sloopsy. That way I could have looted first. That was dumb of me. Because if I pitch the Sloth, I can reanimate it using the Dune Drifter. We're likely going to want to reanimate the Draconautics Engineer, if anything. Okay. We're trying to turn that massive. Yep. Nimble Thopterist. Okay. That gets them a blocker for a turn. Pass. I'm just gonna turn it into a 3/3. My turn. Okay. We draw and then discard. We don't need that. Moonton. Next. We just play the plains, play the Sloth. They don't have access to any other sources of mana, so I'm just gonna play the Sloth. End turn. The good thing about the Sloth is that it basically allows us to attack with almost everything else. Because they have to block... Well, I guess the Keen Buccaneer digging the way that it has been likely allows them... It might help them find something, but they are dead in 2 turns to the Flyer. Sure. Sky Serpent Seeker. That's pretty good. Guide Light Optimizer. Optimize it. Alright, so my turn. Dune Drifter, number 3. I'm actually going to throw the Draconautics Engineer at them. Actually... Oh, that's... Yeah, we don't want the land. Next. I think they block. Yep. Yep. That's perfect. It's great if they trade here. Sure. Okay. They're expecting me to have like a counter spell or something, or a... All right, so, and then 1, 2. Oh no, 1, right? Because this makes it so that this costs 1 less, the Voyage Quick Welder. Auto pay. Yep, get them back. Sure. Resolve. Immediately get another dragon. Enter. Immediately get another dragon. Just like, here's another dragon. My buddy. He's a dragon. Oh, you know what? I should have brewed something. Let's see. Let's crew this for 5 with you and... On my turn, huh? You know what? You're not blocking. Resolve. Yeah. It's like, I should crew in response. That's the mistake that I'm making here. Okay. Camera launcher, sure. Pass. My turn. Okay, so we crew here. Or saddle, rather. Next. Next. Attack with these 2. Yep. Resolve all. Draw a card. Pitch this. I don't even know if we play the Mako now. I guess we could, right? Sure. Oh, are we just trading our... Well, we're not trading the Sloth. The Sloth is indestructible. Sure. Sure. Okay. Yep. Okay, so... Auto pay. Here's Dune Drifter number 2. Activate immediately. And end my turn. Opponent's probably just like, could you stop? Could you really just stop? Resolve. Like, this guy's getting really large, right? Sky Serpent Seeker. Okay. What do I need? I need... Because this thing's going to be annoying. And they're probably just going to activate it. I need to get... It's a lot of Sky Serpent Seekers, by the way. My turn. Gas Doll Thrill Roller. Okay. So I think we do play this. I don't think we play this right now, though. Do I just attack with my Flying Dragon? No, right? Maybe we just send in the Sloth? Yeah, we do send in the Sloth, because that's a loot. Does this untap itself? Doesn't untap. Why is this untapped? That's so weird. Next. Next. Do attack with this. Resolve. I could always pitch the Thrill Roller, right? Pitch that. I am digging for removal, though. We really need to take care of this Sky Serpent Seeker. Yep. Cycle that away. Put another token on that guy. Oh, Pride de la Road. End turn. Yep. Resolve. Get 2 lands out. What'd they miss? Oh my god, March of the World Ooze to the bottom. Thank you. And Possession Engine. Pass to end turn. Oh boy. This could have gone real south. Sabotage Strategist. Seems fine. Seems fair. Fine. Exactly where... Okay, so they could activate that, though, which is not great for us. My turn? Yep. Okay, so... Crew this. I don't think we attack with the dragon when I can attack with the indestructible 4/5, because the Sabotage Strategist is gonna make it. Yeah. Resolve. Resolve. Oh, they're putting their Path Cruiser in front of it. Ooh, or a token. Sure. Discard a card. I will pitch the planes. We're gonna draw 3 at the end of this. This is gonna be great. For 2 mana, draw 3. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yep. Next to damage. They can keep activating that, which is great for them. Which means I need to find a way to kill the refueler. Oh, that was my only blue source. Ooh, okay. Is there a board wipe in those colors, blue-green? I submit to you that there is not, so I'm just going to add to my board here. And let's see, this costs 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't play the land though, because this will. Okay, so if I get snare, it's fine. End turn. I don't know why they didn't activate Strategist. That Strategist might kill me, so I think I have to either take out the Strategist. Sure. Resolve. This is a real tight game. But this can get me a removal spell in the form of... Again, not making another flyer. I think we have to take out the refueler, actually. As strange as that seems. Yep, Surveyor. Surveyor's real good for them here, actually. Yes. Make sure we're tapping correctly. We play the Pathmaker, we get the snare. I can't do anything about it here. Search your library, take action. Perilous Snare. Which only costs 2 here. And I think we take out... Never mind! Never mind. We got there. Ah, that felt good. That felt good. That feels real good. This board got real wide, and like they weren't playing any removal. We had to dig how many cards deep to hit some removal. That took a while. Leave match. Ah, here's our next opponent. We're 2-2, going into match 5 with Jeskai Descendancy. This looks pretty good aside from no red. But we're going first. We have Pit Automaton. I'm gonna keep this. I'm going to keep this and hope to draw into something. Play that. We can draw a red source. We drew a red source. Everything's gonna be okay. We can Road Rage now. Guidelight Pathmaker's fantastic in our hand. Red source. Turn. I just like this as a blocker. Starting column. Okay. My turn. Right of the road. We're both starting our engines, baby. Okay. A 2-4. That's a legitimate win condition, so I am gonna... kill that. Also looks like our opponent is Esper. You know what? We're not even Jeskai. We're just everything but green. Ranger's Refueler. Okay. They play a land, they can... Yeah. They can activate this to draw them a card. Okay. So Interface Ace is nice. I think I attack here. Let them activate that. Sure. They block. I can Road Rage it down. Sure. And play an Interface Ace. And end turn. I think, though, since they have so few cards out, we don't play any more creatures necessarily, because what if they board wipe, right? Like, this would be bad. We have just like a bunch of blockers that crew vehicles. Or this one crews a vehicle. This one taps for activating abilities, which is nice, I think. Did I have the Pit Automaton out? Oh my god, I probably could have used that last game to make double dragons. Double dragon! Oh no, but we didn't have the mana to do double dragons. Okay, Gear Seeker Serpent. That definitely gets murdered here. Crash and Burn thankfully exists. Hoping they don't have a bounce off. Next turn we can Quick Welder, or if we don't, sure. Walking Sarcophagus. 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 Oh, I can bounce this. They might have counter magic. I can bounce this. Or I can just attack. If I bounce this, they can't really block unless they want to go down on their sarcophagus. The problem is if they have counterspell here, I'm screwed. It might be more correct to just chillax and hold back on the Spike Shell Harrier here. I'm gonna play the Quick Welder, see if they have a counterspell. Okay. There was a pause, so they might. No attacks here. End turn. Oh, okay. It could have been that. Resolve, sorry. Riptide Gearhulk. Third from the top. Okay. So they're likely going to put... Sure. I pried out the road back. Resolve. Makes sense. Or tuck it, rather. We can't... Oh god, stock up's very good here. It's like a huge problem, actually. Huge problem declared. Huge problem found. Memory Guardian. Oh no. Very bad. Actually, horrifically bad. Because they get to just do that for free. Okay, so they're tapped out. I'm gonna Guidelight Pathmaker here. I'm gonna take action and grab my Perilous Snare. And we're gonna no attacks here, end turn. If they attack with this, I have to like double block with this and this. And hope that they can't get a double spell. Double non-creature spell, I mean. Now, if they have a bounce off, that ruins my day. Absolutely shreds me. But I can't cast, Oh, we shuffled the deck too. So I can't cast, okay. So if they're just attacking with that, sure. I am going for it. Because there's no way that we get out of this. Unless I... Rides End. Okay, resolve. Oof, okay. That's creature or vehicle. Oh, so they... Okay. I think we take the 9 then, right? I think we have to take the 9. No blocks. Unfortunately. Yep. Because we get to snare that next turn, and if we draw a land, we get to snare and... Yep. They have access to 2 mana. Well, not what I meant when I said draw a land, but... Gain a life. And, yeah, that's gone. I can't be dealing with that anymore. Unfortunately. But we can't attack right now, so no attacks. End turn. If they hit max speed, Spikeshell Harrier becomes really good, but I think the only thing that's worth bouncing is like the Quick Welder. Yeah, let's take the 3 here. Pass. Resolve. Need another white source. I think we actually just cycle the Mako. Bounce that. And then... I will send them the Quick Welder, actually. Because if they let it hit them, I go to max speed. If they double block it, they trade 2 for 1. And then I get... yeah, I would like to be able to use my snare. And I'd probably just put a token on my Harrier. Okay. Now they could have, what's it called? The cycler that gives a creature -3/-0 until end of turn. Are we just... You just jump blocking? Because that's good for me too. Like, I don't mind that. Yeah, and I think I cycled the Mako. Okay. Token on this guy. Make a 5/5. And end turn. We could actually just tap this for 2 colorless to cycle the Mako. They're gonna kill that too? You monster. I'm calling the police. Pass. Yep. Taking 3 in the sky. Sure. Interface ace number 2. Sure. They have a pretty good... Yep. They're drawing 2 here. Okay. I don't think we have any flyers, which is the other issue. Guide Light Synergist. Okay, how many? I used 2 of those. Okay. Cycle this. Marshall's Path Cruiser. Path Cruiser for a white source. Unswerving Sloth. And we'll put a token on... God, we're just dead in the air, right? Good game. Yeah, because this is 6 and this is 3. Yeah, you can see it. We needed another removal spell. Maybe I was supposed to remove... Maybe I was supposed to remove not the Gear Hulk. It seems so scary, though. It had double strike. And they had another Ride's End. Ugh. Alright. What could I have done better there? I don't know. Leave match. Don't know. This might be my final draft in this format. I don't know. I mean, like, you guys probably won't want to see anything beyond what we've... Oh, you know what we needed? We needed my Draconautics engineer to just start spitting out dragons. Just going like, here's a dragon. Here's a dragon. This is how to train your dragon. I'm training several of them. Those are the only flyers, I think, though. Because, yeah. Yeah, they were the only flyers. That's my prop. That was my fault, right? I guess, especially... Oh, we had this flagship. Not playing that. I've tried playing this in the past, and it's so hard. It's so hard to like get to. It's not getting to 7 mana, but it's getting to triple white, right? So many of those games, in fact, we found ourselves going, I have this Unswerving Sloth, but no double white. And, you know, like, we're only playing 6 + 1. I want to call that 6.5 white sources. It's not like the easiest thing to cast, and in fact, maybe that should have been cut in preference to flood the engine, because it did feel like we almost always had our blue sources. That said, though, I don't know if we want to play like more blue stuff, because then I think we'd have to play another Island. Well, no, we have 4 blue sources actually. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blue spells. Yeah, we'd have to play another island, which gets rough, right? And I think that Unswerving Sloth actually does a lot of work in the deck for a 5-drop. That said, I think that was it for me today, friends. If you enjoyed that, please like, share, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your friends. Come over to twitch.tv/dickrecord. But yeah, please subscribe to this growing channel, right? Record Player 1. See, it's a pun. It's 2 puns. It's 3 puns in 1. And until next time, I'll see you later. Take care out there, folks.